Good afternoon. My name is Gianni Macchio, and today I'm going to be presenting to you a rough draft of my Capstone project, which is on advanced micro devices, or AMD for short. So, a little bit about AMD is that they were founded in 1969 by Jerry Sanders. They are headquartered in Santa Clara, California. AMD is really known for providing CPUs and GPUs for both businesses and consumer markets. Their revenue flows mainly from selling processors, graphics cards, and performance segments. And AMD operates in four operating segments, which includes data, client, gaming, and embedded centers. And this is to ensure a broad income base for the company as they are in a very tough and competitive sector, which is the technology sector. And there is a lot of competition in these markets. So NVIDIA, which is their fiercest rival, is renowned for its graphics processors or its GPUs. Intel holds significant competition in the central processing unit or the CPUs. And Qualcomm holds competition in semiconductors and wireless telecommunication product areas. So for a brief overview of AMD's stock market activity, since 2019, they've been up nearly 623% compared to the S&P 500, which is already up 80.5% over that same time. When comparing AMD to its competitors, such as NVIDIA, Intel, Qualcomm, and Broadcom, it is noticed that the whole industry is outperforming. AMD had the second best performance out of their competitors, and they were behind NVIDIA, which is nearly up 1,600% since 2019. And to put AMD's performance into perspective compared to competitors other than NVIDIA, AMD performance is nearly double that of Broadcom and Qualcomm. As for some company news, AMD acquired Xilinx in early 2022 for $49 billion. Xilinx was renowned as an American technology and semiconductor business like AMD, and they primarily supplied programmable logic devices. So with this acquisition, AMD now offers one of the technology sector's strongest portfolios of high performance and adaptive computing products that include systems such as GPUs, CPUs, and adaptive SoCs. Also recently, AMD created the MI300X, which was designed for cloud providers and enterprises, and is built for generative AI applications and outperforms NVIDIA's H100 GPU. This is a huge step for NVIDIA, for AMD, because it lets AMD deliver comparable AI training performance compared to NVIDIA, and has significantly higher AI interface programming. So now we're going to get into the financial statement analysis. So as for the condensed income statement, my key takeaways here were in the net income for AMD. So this is something that I'm going to be saying a lot, but in 2023, the technology sector experienced a lot of downside. This is because consumer demand for items such as GPUs and CPUs were overall down. And when you think about it, this is because a lot of people bought or have made computers in years such as 2020 and 2021. So these products are seen as a little less demanding in recent time. So their net income decreased from 2021 and 2022 compared to 2023. And this caused the earnings per share to decrease as well. Looking at the common sized income statement, main takeaways here is that gross profit, cost of goods sold, and operating expenses create the majority of sales revenue for AMD. For the condensed balance sheet, my key takeaways here were in the goodwill and intangibles. As you can see, there was a massive jump from 2021 to 2022, and this was due to the acquisition of Xilinx. And overall, um, total assets decreased compared to, I mean, increased uh, in 2022, but saw a slight decrease in 2023. Um, so next, we're going to go into the condensed statement of cash flows. Mostly, we saw a decrease in 2022 compared to 2023 in operating investments, as well as in um, investments, and there was an increase in financing cash flows. Um, so the main takeaway for the statement of cash flows is that their net change in cash became negative in 2023, and this could be due to the company trying to expand its growth, specifically in the AI industry, as that industry is really booming right now, and AMD is trying to capitalize on this recent boom in AI technology. So as for financial ratios, I was having some trouble finding the industry ratios. So if someone can comment on what's the easiest way to find them, please let me know. But overall, again, compared to 2022 to 2023, AMD really saw a decrease in these ratios, and that was because the computer markets were down that year. So we can see weaker performances and profitability and weaker performances and their efficiency ratios, but we do see a stronger performance in their liquidity ratio, showing that AMD became more liquid in 2023. And as for their solvency ratios, they became less risk for debt and financial leverages, but their time interest earned became more risky. So that is just a brief overview of my project. I will be giving my take on whether to invest in the company for my final project, but thank you for watching.